segue.
We got a first-time guest alert.
Woohoo!
Kate Meany, the princess, as Chrissy Mayer calls her, of the comic strip. Wonderful comedian is with us for the first time. Got all of her incidentals on the old Chiron. Looking forward to meeting her. Here she is. Come on in. Hi, Kate. Go ahead and take a seat.
We are very close to MSG, so that's my segue.
I don't know why we try with segues.
I don't know.
Yeah.
MSG Knicks and Rangers boss James Dolan is looking for love on Raya. Money can't buy this billionaire love. Who wrote that title? New York Post, of course.
Yeah.
James Dolan, the married but separated mogul who runs MSG, is looking for his soulmate on the elite dating app Raya. He recently posted,
Man, I hate him.
"So, you decided to look at my profile. Write me back. You might just be surprised by what you find." He writes, "I have a job, all my hair, love kids but done making them, sober 29 years, still learning. I can probably beat you at Wordle." No, you can't.
Wow.
"Backgammon and gin rummy. I have a lot going on, but always have time for a friend." There's 2 images of himself posted, including one in an earth-toned fedora,
Him and his fucking
which he
fedoras
frequently wears while performing with his band, JD and the Straight Shot.
that everyone in Madison Square Garden was forced to go to his concerts, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
He said, "I'm looking for somebody who's intelligent, confident. I lead a pretty busy life, so someone who will complete that. Someone who also leads a busy life." He says, "I've actually made some good friends. They didn't turn out to be romantic, all of them, but I have met some very nice people." The best is there is one ballerina that he met. She a former dancer at the American Ballet Theater. Jessica, aged 41, she said, "He's written me a lot on Raya."
Ugh.
Referred to him as the musician. I guess
great.
she doesn't watch sports or know anything.
No, he told her to say that because he's way more than just being a trust fund billionaire son of a owner. He's a jazz guy, too. He absolutely told her to say
One
that.
Raya user said, "Raya's great because you don't just have to be hot, you can also be rich. So I see why Dolan got accepted. He's got the fame and the fortune, but he has that easily recognizable face. So the moment I saw it, I was excited, but not for a date." Dolan responded with, "Well, I'm not for everyone."
Sure as shit ain't.
That's a lot of information to put in your bio.
Yeah.
I know what Raya is. And I wonder, I mean, if you are going to do it, I guess if you've put your photo in alone, you're famous, they're going to know who you are.
Yeah.
So I guess you don't need to put that much of a bio in. In his case, I suppose you do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the whole point of Raya is it's exclusive.
Right.
Because they're recognizable people.
Yeah.
So once you know the name, you can easily do a Google search too, like if you wanted to learn more. But I guess he put that info in there so people have the right expectations about what he's looking for. I do think it's interesting that he's just separated with his wife. Like, they're still married. And in fact, they're still business partners. He appointed her this week as CEO of AMC Networks, where he is chairman. So you also have to be, I guess, okay with him still being married.
I'll be Professor Positive. He gets along with his exes.
That's true. That's a
No,
good point.
less of a red light, ladies. Unfortunately, he's
agree.
like 5'1". See, is that a plus?
That is totally a plus.
And rich, not a downer.
What's
not
more
a bad
important
problem?
to you, looks or money?
Money.
Yeah.
Money. Money.
I love the quick
money.
answer. I'm not arguing.
Didn't have to think about that one.
You can get around the looks if they got
Yeah.
a big wallet. What was that line that you heard that you liked about the guy that was short?
Yeah, my sister was at a bar and she was talking to this really short guy and she's like, "Sorry, I'm into taller guys." And he said, "I'm 6'5" when I stand on my wallet."
Not bad.
I thought it was good.
Not bad.
That's fantastic.
What if he's just got like a Costanza wallet? I mean, he's not rich, but he's just got like shit in there.
I prefer a money clip.
Yeah.
I want a Tony Soprano wad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
just like
But then again, they're probably they got a nefarious way of, you don't care. It doesn't matter how they
Yeah.
got their money. They could be mobbed up. I mean, if it's
I
someone with a
would-
lot of cash,
I
they don't
would
like the government.
totally go out with somebody in the mafia.
Love it. Yeah. Well, there's an excitement, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm like kind of a risk thrill seeker. Like, I don't want, what people say would be good for me.
Would you like, what do they call what's the Italian word for the mob side piece?
Oh,
Is it just
Gumar.
Gumar or something like that?
Yeah.
Would you want to be that, or would you want to be a
No,
full-on
no,
wife?
full-on wife.
Really? Because I would
Yes.
think that there's less. You'd almost have more to worry about if you were the wife. I don't know, jail-wise and.
I don't know. As the girlfriend, I worried that they could off me easily.
True. Are you on the dating apps?
No.
No, because you're like your age. Most people are.
I
sound
know.
like a
I
fucking
just
90.
feel so weird about it. It, like, I want to meet somebody in person.
That is very old school.
Yeah. And I'm an old school kind of gal.
Like it.
I like being in a relationship. I don't like going on dates or with randos or, hooking up with somebody in a bar. That's not me.
Well, I mean, don't knock. What if it's someone like Dolan? I mean, those musician types,
man.
they're all about hooking up at a bar or the food court at MSG. Either or. Whatever's convenient for James, the musician. Ugh.
Although, yeah,
Love it.
I mean, technically, Dolan is kind of mob-like in his sense of volatility, right?
Well, he didn't earn any of his money, I'll tell you that
you
much.
do one wrong thing, he's going to throw you out of Madison Square
Good
Garden.
memory. Yeah, even if you're an ex-Nick, come back to the bull side, Oakley. I bet you.
He's a little dangerous in that way.
I don't know. Is Brady considered dangerous?
I think.
Are they in the same category?
Thinks
No.
Yes. Well, and like, are you part of a bigger movement? I'm wondering if the youth of today is going to go analog, and that all of a sudden, as big as dating apps are, people are all of a sudden kind of like with Facebook, go done with them. Going to go
Yeah.
back to the meeting face to face thing. Are you part of a bigger trend, or?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I mean, is it just? Do you have other friends that are like that, or
No, everybody else is on their phone constantly, just scrolling. And then I find myself doing it, and I get so freaked out because I'm like, I'm spending a large amount of time on my phone, and I could be doing other things like
Right.
reading, not just scrolling.
Yeah.
You having a conversation face to face with another person,
Yeah.
exercising. And then I feel like
Those are all
the
things I should-
phone kind of takes away that time.
Well, you never did, although you might as well have been married for 7 years. You never, even before that, the dating apps were still omniprevalent in the world. You never did them, though.
No. No, as an attractive woman,
She's very modest, if you
not
haven't
too hard to meet guys.
No, that's true. That's true.
No,
But the right guy, Joe. Sometimes you have to
no, but
lay out a
similarly,
guidelines.
I've always been a relationship person. So if I meet someone and I like them, I'm not. There was a time when I was trying to date like 2 different guys, and it felt icky.
That
to
doesn't
me.
sound like you.
It was just, it's too much work schedule wise and texting wise. It's texting too many people. So
There wasn't anything fun about it.
no,
Yeah,
maybe just like free dinners.
that's fun.
Yeah, but other than that, no. I'm
Oh,
not
did you
into
ever have like a Three's Company episode where you had one dinner with one guy and then you had to run and have a second dinner with the other guy because you
No.
forgot to that would have been.
could I
I
eat
just
2
described
dinners?
every sitcom in the early 80s to late 70s. They all had those plot points.
On Thursday at the Genesis Invitational in Pacific Palisades, California, Tiger Woods handed a Tampax tampon to fellow golfer Justin Thomas during the first round of play after Woods hit farther than Thomas on the 9th tee. The photo sparked a largely dissenting backlash online, with some labeling it as unfunny and misogynistic. As a result, Woods apologized for the incident in a news conference on Friday. He said it was supposed to be fun and games, but obviously it hasn't turned out that way. if I offended anybody, it was not the case. That's always the best apology.
I agree.
If you're offended, sorry.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
It was just friends having fun. And as I said, if I offended anybody in any way, shape, or form, I'm sorry. It was not intended to be that way. We played pranks on one another all the time. And virally, I do not think this came across that way, but between us, it was different. BuzzFeed reports that people were chiming in online that the jokes seem to imply that menstruating people are weaker than non-menstruating people.
They don't know that.
Another user tweeted on Friday, if Tiger spent 3 months a year bleeding and coping with period pain, they'd make a whole ass documentary about how champions overcome insurmountable obstacles.
People need to shut up.
Well, on a scale of 1 to outrage 10, how just how much do you want to cancel Tiger right now?
I love Tiger. I support him no matter what.
But he needs more people
But
like
it's
you. in his
also
corner.
like funny. These people who
We're
are
also on record for
complaining.
liking really rich dudes too. So there's that.
Hey, is he looking for a
you
new
know.
girlfriend?
Actually, come to think of it, yeah, he is single.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Throwing it out there.
Yeah. But anyway, I think these people are ridiculous for complaining because these are the people who want Tampax to be put in the men's bathrooms because
Oh yeah.
because now apparently nowadays men get their periods.
Yep. There is no gender aligned with that
Yeah.
part of whatever menstruating
Yeah,
is a
is
part of.
Tiger doing the work? Is he bringing awareness to men who menstruate?
Well, do we have the tape? I'll tell you what I have an issue with. The tampon thing, it's just a dumb high school joke. And Tiger, as we know, has probably not progressed much mentally from there. The thing that I have a problem with is, and Tiger, I think, does this a lot with his press conferences, everything. Did you see his expression while he's doing it? It wasn't a fun, joking expression. And I think it's because he was trying to be sly or whatever. But the stone cold look of death in his face while he's kind of clandestinely passing over the Tampax chilled me to my bones.
Which
and it was
is the
sort of,
look women give each other when they're like, "Do you have a tampon?" And then you pass it off to your friend.
but like in this case, it should be like, "Hey man, we're having fun," and blah, blah, blah. He comes by him like this. Like that, and then just keeps on walking with this Blasian scowl on his face.
Bobby,
For
did you have
debate on what
something to
size his
add?
penis is.
Yeah, and scientifically, if you were a menstruating man, you would hit the ball less than you would if you were not menstruating. Like, it's
You have
kind of.
no
I was
facts.
just going to hit the transphobic point. Like, it's awfully transphobic of these people.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Totally.
Yes.
The one
He looked dead and he looked like there was
The one
no
thing
there
I
there.
have an issue with, and I didn't get such a great look at the tampon, but it looks like one of those, the cheaper, generic, the
Oh,
cardboard
totally.
applicator.
Yes.
Which it's like Tiger Woods. You're not going to get a Tampax Radiant Pearl tampon. You're not going to get one with an absorbent braid. Come on, you are loaded. You can afford the pink tax. You can afford the expensive tampons, and you are buying just like the cheapest ones you can find at the drugstore.
I think this was probably found in the locker room.
I think probably in the gender neutral bathroom.
Yes, and absolutely, yeah. He
completely.
saw that, was like, "Ooh, this will be funny," but then
Yeah.
immediately gets his look of death on. I must complete this joke.
The more I think about the prank, the more I like it. Because think about the steps Tiger had to take, you know, securing the tampon. He just like has it in his pocket for how many holes before,
If it had fallen out, that would have been so much better.
you know, and then it's like, ha ha, ha ha. He's just the planning that I'm sure he in his head was like, ooh, this is gonna be good.
And so hoping that the stars aligned to where his buddy, and I guess they are friends, was playing bad enough that it would warrant the tampon. You know, a lot of things got to line up here because the tampon's already in his pocket. So if things don't go as planned. And not like Tiger played that great either. Heard his putting game was bad. It's as golfy as I'm going to get on the show. But
Maybe he put a few pills in there.
like
Was
to...
like handing off a little bag.
Oh, so it was a
to
drug deal over a
someone.
joke.
You know, Tiger likes those substances.
Oh my
That would explain the
God.
expression a lot more.
Wait, I
Right?
kind of love that because, you know, we all sneak stuff into places in, you know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
sunscreen. It's not, it's Jack Daniels or whatever. So maybe
That's
you're
an odd
right,
one.
It was not even a tampon. It was a faux tampon.
Yeah.
filled with goodies.
Oh, that's for you burgeoning drug smugglers out there. Throw them in the tampon.